His second consecutive third down conversion.
So because the nice job by Rico Dowdle in protection, inside it's a little slant pump, and he's just able to get behind Fuller, the safety, and it all comes down to having enough time to push it. Great job cross-scanning by Rico Dowdle. Just saying, that's what they want him on the field more in third down, but that is catches out of the backfield and being really good in pass protection. And
in here in year 5, and a 7-0 lead for the Cowboys. Devin Tompkins will take a knee as we look back at that touchdown.
All right, so let's take a look here. So here's CeeDee Lamb. They're going to send him on a simple orbit motion, and what they want to do is they want to see the action of the safeties. So watch when he goes in motion. Fuller's going to go back. Woods is going to come forward. So right now, they know it's man coverage. Press the point, and he knows he's going to just arc release, and he's one-on-one off coverage against the safety. They're going to throw that 100 out of 100 times, and they had 2 third down conversions, 2 explosive plays, and a red zone touchdown. That's what's been missing from this Dallas offense. That entire drive, they checked all the boxes.
Mike Boone comes into the game at running back, gives Chuba Hubbard a little bit of a break, and the first touch for Boone since September with a couple blockers ahead, and Boone gets 8 yards. And when you look at the full equation for Dallas, the other side of it is they now have the lead, which they've played with way less than they did last year. And their defense, designed to hold that lead, can tee off.
Yeah, when all of your best defensive players are most impactful against the pass, right? You think when they're healthy, especially DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Deron Bland, Diggs, just all of their really impactful splash players are pass threat players. You have to have a lead. You have to be in reasonable down and distance to force teams to throw the ball against you to bring out the best of your defense.
Boone again. First down, Carolina. And they've been the worst first quarter team in the NFL this year. So that whole formula that they relied on to win 12 games 3 consecutive seasons has been turned on its head.
Absolutely. And I think people need to understand when one side of the ball is struggling, it's very easy to just hyper-focus on what's going wrong in that phase. But so often the formula is broken because of something in another phase. And I think the Cowboys this year compared to the last 3 are like the best case study. Their formula was one of the best in the leagues. All of a sudden it starts to break down and it kind of unraveled.
Young rips a throw to the sideline. Adam Thielen's got 5 yards. And Adam Thielen in his 11th season, Greg, just keeps on finding a way, doesn't he?
Now, we've talked a lot about since Bryce Young has taken back over as the starting quarterback, and we've talked the scheme of Dave Canales and obviously the improvement of Bryce Young and the offensive line, but I don't think it's a coincidence. Since Adam Thielen came back, had a bit of a hamstring issue, struggled with that, struggled getting back, but man, since he has taken over, he just makes clutch play after clutch play. He said, I don't know how fast he's running. We joked with Bryce Young. I said, I don't know how fast he's running, but he is open.
20 catches in his 3 games back from that hamstring injury. Hubbard gets slammed down by Mozzie Smith. And Bryce said, yeah, he's a guy that lets me feel like I'm just playing catch in the backyard. What a luxury for a quarterback still trying to find his comfort in the NFL.
Yeah, and one of the things they've really tried to work with Bryce Young on since his rookie year was playing with anticipation. Sometimes in college you can wait for a guy to get open and then you can let it loose. The windows are bigger, the defenses aren't as good. But at this level, if you wait for the guy to be open, it's probably going to be too late. He can throw with anticipation to a guy like Thielen because he's going to end up in the right spot on time. And that's the key for any relationship, quarterback and receiver.
Situation he loves Thielen here. Third down. He goes for him, and it's broken up and intercepted. Jordan Lewis got his hand on it. Eric Kendricks picked it off.
Guys, trust the progression. Get that first down with an easy throw outside.
Brevin span forward and a quick throw from Cooper Rush, promptly tackled by Mike Jackson. Cowboys take over around midfield with their second takeaway of this first half. Young, who's protected the ball so well the last few games, has turned it over twice. The fumble and now the interception. It's a Dallas defense that continues to find its way. Rush 7 out of 9 so far with the touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb. Second and 8, blitz coming. They run away from it. Dowdle slips a man into the clear for a first down. Rico Dowdle to the 35 and a gain of 10.
So at the top of the broadcast, we talked how this Carolina Panther team, they want to force negative plays. They want to run their linebackers through. This time, Claudin Cherelis, number 53, he almost has Rico Dowdle. He's unblocked. But as a result of this attacking style, you are going to get gashed. You are going to give up some big plays. So there's a little feast or famine to what Ivero is doing. And that time, favorite Dallas.
1st and 10, back to Dowdle. And a chunk on first down of 6. In the last few games, Greg, to your point, they've leaned on that aggressive identity, saying, look, we've got all these shortcomings. What's our best way to cover them up? And last week they blitzed more than they had any other game this season, and they had those splash plays to keep that game close.
Absolutely. But again, being hyper-aggressive is good. It takes over maybe for some of your limitations personnel-wise and roster-wise. They're missing Derek Brown, Tevin Wallace, their rookie linebacker. He's out. That's who Cherelis is in for next to Josie Jewell. So they understand the roster has a lot of improvement left, and they just want to attack.
2nd and 4. Rush off play action. Finds a crossing Lamb and throws behind him.
Yeah, so this is what we've seen from Cooper Rush. He operates the system really well. He gets them in and out of checks. He's just not an overly accurate passer. And what's ironic about it, Joe, is it's been a very underneath passing game. We've touched on that a bit so far in the first half. But if you're going to be an underneath passing game, you have to be highly efficient. Your completion percentage, your accuracy. So you're not going to throw it downfield. He's got to put that ball on the front shoulder pad of CeeDee Lamb and turn that into a run after catch. That's just too easy at this level.
This is CeeDee Lamb territory on the last drive. 3rd down, 3rd and 4. There's a flag, and they blow it dead. Yeah, going to be a false start.
Offense number 1. 5-yard penalty.
It's already 5 Dallas penalties. This one they got Jalen Tolbert, the receiver. And instead of 3rd and 4, 3rd and 9. Are in Aubrey's field goal range here.
Is when he steps in the stadium.
Yeah, it's true.
He's in the stadium. He's in range.
Carolina not showing any pressure here. They drop 7 into coverage. Rush finds Lamb, who had it popped out of there by Josie Jewell. Good first season in Carolina for the longtime Bronco, and he makes it 4th down here.
So one of the few times they decide not to bring pressure, soft cushion. Again, just count on Cooper Rush taking everything underneath, rally tackle, and force the incomplete.
Going to be a 52-yarder here, Greg, which is a chip shot for this guy. 20 out of 21 in his career from 50-plus. The first guy in NFL history to have multiple seasons of 10-plus makes from 50. Ho-hum. Down the middle. Brandon Aubrey makes it 10-0 Dallas. Since then, nothing going.
I think what's important now for Dave Canales is that the 2 turnovers by Bryce Young don't scare him away. Get some play action. Out of his 10 drop-back passes, only 1 has been play action so far.
Hubbard, first play of the drive, hemmed in and shut down. It's the rookie Leofau. Getting his shot with Overshown out. He's played a decent amount in his rookie season, but he's going to have a huge role these final few weeks.
I thought it was pretty telling when we talked to Micah Parsons and you asked him, you can see Leofau, he's on the backside of this play. He runs all the way through. We asked him, we said, how would you describe the young rookie? He said he could put the green dot. So for anyone who doesn't know, the green dot is the communicator. He's connected to the coach through the headset. He said as a rookie, he could have the green dot helmet today and we wouldn't skip a beat. That's pretty impressive for a young player.
Flags fly here.
False start. Offense number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Yeah, it's on Carolina.
Yeah, so it's just, we kind of laid out what this kind of resurgence for Bryce Young, and since he's come back, we laid that out at the beginning. And we talked about the under center stuff. See Parsons, he lined up right over the nose. promise you, Robert, he's ready for that.
That's going to spook you into a flag.
And today now, out of the 10 passes, 9 drop back, 1 play action. So we've kind of gone backwards a little bit from what's really served Bryce Young well over these last couple games.
5 to choose from here. There's Thielen, who got hit right away by Eric Kendricks. Another drop back pass. Short gain. Game break.
Alice is actually coming, and who's dropping? That's the game Bryce Young's trying to play at the line of scrimmage. 7 of them drop. Young, collapsing pocket, keeps it alive. Stays downfield with his eyes. Lofts one, Leggett. Goes up to get it, but incomplete. Out of bounds. Coverage from Deron Bland. And it's 4th and 14. Yeah, you can see before the snap, Bryce Young's trying to redirect pressure. They bring Leofau off this edge. It turns into just a 4-man rush, but the pocket collapses. But something that he's done really well, he's relying a lot on his athleticism, his scramble rates, top 10 in the league over the last couple weeks. The next step now as a team, when he gets outside the pocket, he creates second reaction plays. They've got to generate some chunk explosives downfield to be better in the scramble drill.
Devontae Turpin said, I was this close last time to busting it. Not going to have an opportunity here on a short one from Hecker. Down at the 32-yard line. Punted just 41 yards, but they'll take it if it means they don't have to deal with Devontae Turpin. It's first half. 2 timeouts for the Cowboys, all 3 for the Panthers. Cooper Rush out of the gun. Quick throw to CeeDee Lamb, who's been the man again today. The 5th catch for Lamb, 7 yards, stopped by Mike Jackson.
Well, Dallas going to get a chance before the half here. Run a 2-minute drill. The key to the 2-minute drill here, especially on the plus side of the 2-minute, is you want to get that first down. The last thing you want to do is let Carolina have an extra possession.
Hand it off here. Jaden Crumity with the tackle on Dowdle. It's first down.
So they'll let this run down now to the 2 minutes. So get 1 first down, get the clock under the 2-minute warning. That's when now you can say, okay.
Here today in Charlotte, 10-0. Their team treating them to a lead out of the 2-minute warning. Rush looks to throw. Hit at the line and incomplete. Like Ashawn Robinson got his hand on that one. Top player on this defensive line. 2nd and 10. The Bills coming off that crushing loss Monday against the Bengals. Trying to continue at least something they got going this year. Some success on the road. 4-2 away from home this season.
A few times now, bottom of your screen, CeeDee Lamb, J.C. Horn, press coverage.
Still going that way on the slant, and like a rocket out of the secondary came Xavier Woods. It's a flag. It's the former Cowboy drilled Lamb.
It's going to be interesting to take a look at this. In live action, it looked like Woods hit him with his shoulder. Let's see where the contact was. Remember, it has to be forcible contact to the head or neck area. It's so hard in live action to see where the contact is. It looks right shoulder to right shoulder. Does the helmet? Yeah, I think that's clean.
Oh, let's stay down on.
So hard.
It's so hard. You see his head whip back in live action. I get it. It's not an easy play to call
Personal
live.
foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 25. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
You can see the Panther sideline is irate, as is Xavier Woods. I get it. Listen, it's a hard hit. CeeDee Lamb takes a shot here, but this is a right shoulder to right shoulder hit. And listen, if we're going to outlaw this in the NFL, then we just have to tell our defensive backs, you got to let them just catch it, because it's not a penalty.
Hard to do it much better than that.
Yeah, it's just not a penalty.
And it's a big penalty. Instead of a 3rd down, 15 yards, moves it up to the 35. 1st and 10 for Dallas, already leading 10-0. 1:51 to go in this half. Dowdle. Inside the 30. Now, rules expert Mike Pereira taking a look at that last play. Hello, Mike. What did you think?
I agree with Greg. Look at these are quick, and he is considered defenseless in real time. But to me, it is shoulder to shoulder. Now, I think replay will look at this next year. I think it's going to be like what they're doing with hits to the head of the quarterback, where they can take something like this off if there isn't contact to the head or neck area. I think we'll see that.
CeeDee Lamb, quick throw, first down. CeeDee Lamb to the 22.
And I think that's the key point that Mike is making. I think it's easy to criticize these officials. They're taught to emphasize player safety in live action. That looks hard. It's just hard to officiate it with the technology and the cameras we have. That's a smart move if the NFL goes in that direction.
Dowdle breaking tackles and getting 8 yards, but a flag in the backfield.
Holding, office number 67. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
They get Brock Hoffman for the hold. Guy that moved into the lineup because of Zach Martin's injury and then moved to center once Beebe got hurt.
And take a look right side of your screen. You can see right here that left hand. Anytime they see the defender be restricted, just an easy call there for the white hat. He's standing right there. That's exactly where his eyes are.
Man, 6 penalties in this first half on Mike McCarthy's team. So they're winning the turnover battle, which has been a bugaboo for him for a lot of this season. Up 2-0 in the turnover margin, but his penalties have hurt him. Under a minute.
It's jet sweep. It's occasionally lining them up in the backfield and handing it to him. It's quick game screens. And then like we've seen today, the ones down over your head downfield like the touchdown. It's really just nothing that he can't do. He's such a weapon for Mike McCarthy and Cooper Rush.
And the slap of those green shoes on. First down and 20. Thrown behind Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that stoppage in play earlier there, Joe. They stopped play, came from upstairs, the red hat. Josie Jewell they made him come off, brought him into the 10. Obviously, they thought he made a hit, the contact, something on the field alerted them upstairs to get further checked out.
As opposed to a timeout for either team, so still all 3 left for the Panthers, 2 for the Cowboys ahead of this 2nd and 20 play. Dallas trying to overcome another penalty. Rush given time. Jake Ferguson breaks a tackle. Ferguson crashes close to a first down. Spot him a little bit short. He gets 19 plus, 3rd and less than 1.
All right, so, yeah, so take a look here. You can see 53, Charles. That's who they're looking for. He came in. He tried to break down and burst there on Ferguson, running that deep spot OTB. And I'm not going to speculate what it looked like, but
Line is charged for the first time out of the half. Dallas is not charged timeout. Please reset the game clock at 45 seconds.
Man, oh man, and we just showed that Josie Jewell is out. You know, Sherless walks off. Now this from State Farm.
Đập gậy gì chả. Cái cọ chị gậy trong cái video được không? Không hiểu tiếng Việt tặc. Đu bàn, đập nói bây giờ tới đó gì đu bàn. Trời anh vào tiếng